Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today is Shadow over Innistrad release day, so we got a bunch of new cards into the format. Within there is some OG Innistrad cards, so Snapcaster Mage, Gristlebrand, Lingering Souls, a whole bunch of cards like that. But we also got Shadows over Innistrad, and the card we're going to be playing today is Grim Flayer. 2 mana, 2/2 trample. When it deals combat damage to player, we surveil 3. And then we have Delirium, where we have 4 different card types in our graveyard, it gets +2/2. So it's a 2 mana 4/4 trample with upside. Within the deck itself, I actually want to do this. We have a couple different things. We're playing in a Jund Lurrus shell, kind of Zoomer Jund. So we have Tarmogoyf that gets bigger with cards in graveyard, Crocs to come back. Dragon Rage Chandler helps us fill our graveyard. Unholy Heat deals damage. If we increase damage, if we have Delirium. We're also playing Vessel of Nascency, a 1 mana, so it enters the battlefield as an enchantment. We can sack it and then reveal the top 4 cards of our library, put an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. So kind of playing in a shell like that. So I want to try this first with Lurrus, and then I'm going to try Tyvar instead. So I want to give both of these kind of a feel to see how they play out. So we'll do a couple of games with this configuration, and then I'm going to play Tyvar, Thoughtseize Push, Molten Impact, the Perleus iteration for card advantage, K Command as the top end. So we'll see how this version goes, and then if needed, we'll pivot. Today's the day about testing stuff out. I don't care about the record. I want to try out the new cards, see what works. We played some Snapcaster Mage and Jeskai, that was fun. We'll do some probably Thing in the Ice next in Explore. Do some tempo time. Yes, bonus on Jengantha. We'll keep this hand. We have Push, we have Kroxa. So opponent goes first. They're likely on Wizards. Generally not artifacts. Could be Jund. Could be Burn, actually. So let's start with the Vessel here. Hey, how's it going? Doing well? Having some fun? My Aetherworks Marvels did not hit as luckily as I wanted them to. Yeah, I usually have it. It just depends. Sometimes, like if it's after work or something, I just don't want to be on camera. Just feel kind of shitty. So I usually will skip it there. So what did you hit? You hit a land? Okay, so they're not on Annex. They could be on Bone Crusher. They're not on Torbrand. They're not on Chandra. Bone Crusher there. So I can sack the Vessel to trigger Revolt, which will then allow me to kill. Let me just see if they go like all in burn here. The Seiju is actually good because it deals with Den. So that doesn't actually let me cast that. Beseiju, I need 2 mana. So we got the Strangle out of the way. Hey Kyle, how's it going? I have not drafted innistrad yet. I'm probably not. Usually for me, because I do a lot of constructed on the channel, I just kind of go early into crafting. So we're just going to take that out now. I do have enough to get Croxa back. I do have to shock myself, which kind of sucks. Okay, we do have Grim Flayer. But my mana base is just awful. So I can Flayer, trade. I think we're just gonna Croxa here. Gives me the biggest body to block. Next turn I can Lurrus to hand. I can Perleus Iteration. We are dead to just like any burn spell here though. Lightning Strike? No. So we're dead to the lands? Okay, that's actually clutch. Oh no, 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 cancel! Okay, we hit the Phoenix chick. They don't have a card. Did you get any good pulls from it? And they're dead. Wow, this client's so laggy. Can you see my, like, cursor? Okay. That was kind of cool. I do think I want Cling to Dust. Let me make that tweak. Kyle, if you're not in the Discord, if you drop, let me just update this deck. You can post the link there. And we can take a look, just kind of what's going on. Most of the time they do black-white for that Exile deck. So I'm going to go Cling to Dust here. Instead of a Vessel, just gives me a little bit more reach. We did notice the mana was a little restrictive, but could just be like what we got that game. I'll pull up the Discord link. It's just easier to check. We go first. Let's try this out. Undercity Plunder, Siphon, Siphon, so probably a Snapcaster deck. their Siphon here. Yeah, feel free to join. There's a bunch of us. We just kind of hang out, talk Magic. We're gonna decline here. We'll give him a card. This is actually an interesting line. I think it's just Goyf. Play the land. Well, we could cycle this. Okay, so the Grixis. Oh no, they took my land. Okay, so we know that they took my red land. So we're one red line down. Probably gonna, because the vessel can fuel for next turn. Oh, they conjured duplicate. So that's actually really good for them. So I'm going to do this now because it gives me more in my graveyard. This is actually an interesting one. So I do need the red line. Actually, I don't need the red line. So I could go Hive or I can go DRC. Go more threats. Hive can eat away at their graveyard, but I'm less concerned with that. So I think we're just going Dragon Rage here. And then I can always cycle this Soul Guide if I want. Get some value there. That's fine. I don't think I want a Croxa right now. Hey Russ, we did in the previous game, in the previous match. It's uploading on YouTube right now. You basically play their turn upside down.
Let's make this snappy. I'm busy.
That's kind of annoying.
Keep your distance, mortals. Finally, a worthy opponent.
I probably just go discard deal 2. We'll keep the Goyf on top. I forgot, so I got excited when I cast Emrakul, but then I forgot they get a turn after the turn you take. So I basically left myself for lethal. Oh no 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 no! Oh wait, it doesn't matter, it has to attack. I forgot. It didn't give me a choice. Discard Croxa here. So notably, so we're gonna do this now with the trigger on the stack so they can untap. So we get rid of the Croxa for good. Got a 6/7 Goyf. So they could steal my Goyf now. So my options are... I think we're just going Croxa here. So we'll get rid of land. I need to keep a sorcery. So we can get rid of the Thoughtseize. What is this? Techothal! Inquiry Dominus! If you proliferate, proliferate twice instead. We don't have any, like, just win the cart. Like, if we had something like a Chandra, Crucius, anything like that. Like, they're probably just, yeah, they dug for a Fatal Push. But, like, I can just get this back. So we do have Goyf. Like, we're so good at this game. Two, three, four. You just gotta be mindful because you are playing Delirium here. So here they're kind of like stuck where I can attack in if they don't kill my Croxa. They got eat to extinction, so they drew what they needed to. They do get to surveil here. I think here we're just gonna play Goyf out. Because now my Kolaghan command could buy back my Lurrus if needed. And drown on the lock. Ooh, that was a good one. I think we just pass here. So they're digging. I have this and then I have my Croxa. Cut down's fine. Return to hand, you discard that card. Legion's End actually kind of like messes me up. Croxa lethal. Boomer! Or Zoomer, whichever. Let me see if I can convince my wife to bring me coffee. Deck's been feeling pretty good. We snuck out that win against Mono Red Burn. We've yet to play Grimflayer yet, but the Vessel has looked good in the games we've played it thus far. Just being able to dig like that many cards deep helps out a lot. We don't have a lot of life gain in the deck. And by very, we have basically Cling. Opponent goes first, so I think the play is Thoughtseize, DRC Thoughtseize. I guess it depends what the color they're presenting. But suggests to me that they'll have a removal spell. Oh yeah, Thoughtseize me. Holy hell, Thoughtseize is out the ass. I need to get rid of Jarsel. The problem here is they just have Fatal Push. Probably lost this now. They just... Jeez. Take two! No! Why don't you give me red mana? No. God. Sounds so bad. Discard a card. Destroy an artifact. Problem is Jarsel gets back this now. We need one more red mana. One sec, coffee. We're just getting slaughtered out here. We just got picked apart. Jarsel can get Jarsel. Alright. Well, we're bad into the mirror with their version, but also, like, I think that game could go either way. Like, obviously they got their two engines going. We weren't able to disrupt them. So that game... And I guess I should have targeted Jarsel. And I might be wrong to... Actually, we should have tried the... Sand's not gonna... work. I want to try Tyvar instead of Lurrus. Battlefield Raptor. Keep Forest on top. So we could see Lofty Denial here. So if that's the case, I'm going to force the Lofty Denial out of them. Like against that card doesn't matter. I have Goyf here. Empyrean Eagle is annoying. Unholy Heat. It's just a 2/2. We can go Delirium armor. Goyf's bigger, but this can help me potentially dig. I got creature, instant sorcery, so I need land or artifact in the yard. So I actually just need to kind of go in blind here. Okay, I got it. The Vessel's been really good. This Grim Flayer's been kind of mediocre. Oh, why didn't it kill that? Like this game, it's okay, but the Vessel's been really good at like turbo fueling Kroxa. Probably just want Unholy Heats. Just focus on removal here. Because like I'm presenting lethal. And if they just like poke me for 2, it's fine. I push one of their blockers and then because they might just leave 2 blockers back, I can push and then Unholy Heat. Kind of kill them that way there. I've been really impressed with this. Like this has felt good. It's a little slow the turn you play it, but the fact it's an enchantment to trigger where, because we're not playing Reflections of Kiki, we don't have enchantments. We have the artifact in Soul Guide Lantern. It did feel, this version at least, felt a little bad into the normal Jund. Hey Bomba, it's been good. Our Aetherworks Marvels did not spin our way. But we've been Jundin' folks. And overall with this Jund list, I think we've been doing pretty good. Let's take a look. The one thing I wanted to try with this was Tyvar. So how'd we do? We went 2-1 with the Jeskai deck, 2-4 with Energy, 3-1 with Delirium so far. How's everything going with you? So I do want to try... a Tyvar version of this deck. Crocs has been okay, but we'll probably trim down to 1. We have Cling to Dust. I have access to Tyvar, which can rebuy. We have the Vessel. I think in this version we try it like that. I just want to see how the Tyvar version feels. Dark rank, Delirium. Delirium 2. Electric Boogaloo. Will they give this a go and then chat? Do you want to see blue-white or like Bant Spirits in Explore or something Thing in the Ice adjacent? Let me know in the chat what you'd rather see. They have mill deck. Alright, we got... So this is probably Tyvar going, I'm imagining. That's a tad bit annoying. Just we weren't able, and now it's going to come into play tapped. Planeswalker type is another type in our yard. So I can go sorcery. I'm just going to eat my hand. So we definitely want you. So that's enchantment creature. Do I care about the fatal push? Probably not. So this line makes me weaker to Crucius. But then I have like some good ammunition here. Sick. Sick. Tyvar would have been great there because we just mill over our deck. We get another Goyf back from the graveyard. Just present a lot of threats. So kind of two ways. Let's see what we get in the pack. The boarded thing, we got the Royal Wild card, so I can craft some spirits. So for Jund, we had Lurrus. All in all, it wasn't too bad. We went 5-1, I think, with the decks. We just lost where we got picked apart. And then we have the Delirium build with like Tyvar. Both were interesting. I think Goyf really, like, Goyf got really big in this deck. We were able to cast Croxa multiple times. So lots of kind of ways with that. So I'm going to wrap this particular Delirium video up.